Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today, and today we're talking about Joe Biden, guys. He is going to be targeting big tech. Big tech is going to go down. Him, Janet Yellen, AOC are killing big tech. Biden is turning into the CCP. Oh my god, bruh. Look at what's happening. And remember, everyone is talking about the CCP and what they're doing. Guys, they are doing it here too very, very soon. So guys, we gotta talk about this because I hear a lot of talk about, oh, look what China's doing to competition. Look what he doing for competition, blah, blah, blah. Look what Biden's doing, guys. So let's get into this. Biden targets big business in sweeping executive order to spur competition. Critics say the plan could hurt U.S. economy and hobble thriving companies. Guys, people always talk about this. Charlie Munger talks about this. Why are you going to destroy your biggest businesses like Facebook and Amazon and Apple? Those are the ones making the economy roar, basically. It's making the economy go. These businesses are going to help America. This is what's helping GDP of America. Guys, Biden doesn't want that. He wants more competition. He wants small businesses to thrive. Is that what he really wants, or he's just talking about it, or he's just saying that? Because we already know the Democrats, AOC, all those people, they hate big tech. They hate everything, even though secretly they're investing in these companies, and they're secretly investing in these companies, low-key hating on it, but deep down they know they love these companies. They want to make profit. So like, look what's happening. So President Biden on Friday will sign a broad executive order that aims to promote competitive markets across the U.S. economy and limit corporate dominance that the White House says puts consumers, workers, smaller companies at a disadvantage. This is the lingo they're going to use. This is what they're going to use to break up big tech. Trust me, it's not going to be very clear language. Just watch. The order, the centerpiece of a new democratic emphasis on restraining the nation's most powerful companies, lays out a detailed plan to address what Biden and administration sees as trouble spots across industries, from mundane hearing aids, baggage fees, to some of the most cutting-edge issues facing government, such as first-ever antitrust regulations and internet platforms. Mr. Biden's effort isn't hard to mandate, but instead a policy roadmap that encourages U.S. agencies to adopt policies that push back against corporate consolidation and business practices that might stifle competition and lead to higher prices and fewer product choices. And guys, this is what they're going to start doing. They're going to start limiting acquisitions. That's what they're trying to plan, and that's what they're going to try to do. That's the first thing they're going to see. Limit that. After that, if you start growing, if you start making businesses inside your businesses that are going to be very successful, they're going to start slicing those businesses and taking that out of that business, and then saying that, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. That's what the government's going to do, and that's what Biden wants to do, guys. We've been hearing what they've been planning to do, guys. So this is the CCP all over again, but on home soil for you guys in the US. Mr. Biden's move, months in the making, comes as Democrats have made competition policy, antitrust enforcement a key part of their agenda, arguing that the federal government hasn't done enough to preserve healthy, competitive markets. So guys, tell me, what do you believe right now? Do you believe that Biden actually wants a competitive environment? Like, that's what he's really striving for? That's what the Democrats want? Or they're trying to limit what big tech can do? Because we know they're saying that Facebook, Twitter, Apple, all these companies are just dominating like the consumer mind. Like, they are controlling the consumers. Does Biden really and all the government actually want the control? They're the ones who want to actually be able to have the say on what's going on in people's minds and what people are thinking? Or is it really just to bring up the smaller guys? Like, is that what they're saying? Like, what do you guys think is the reason Biden really wants this to happen and really wants to stifle competition? Because, guys, like, this is going to happen to many companies in the future. And let's go to the CCP, because Biden is becoming the CCP. And here is the opposite side of the coin, because we already know what China is doing with Alibaba, PDD, JD.com, Didi, all these companies. Is what's happening. They're taking them from the App Store. They're doing all the crazy stuff because, guys, you got to remember what happened. China's like e-commerce and all their tech has just been growing like crazy. faster than the government can actually, because the government had no, before there was no rules for the Chinese government when it comes to tech. There was literally no rules. So now the government is trying to catch up. It's just what USA is doing. They're trying to catch up too now because they're like, oh shoot, big tech is too big. We can't allow them to have control. And that's what China's doing. They're like, oh shoot, we were just allowing these companies to grow, use crazy rules, all these monopolies, Tencent, Bob, like all these companies are just using their power, and they have to catch up now. So they're doing everything in their power to catch up and making sure competition is still there. So this is what we're going to talk about. China is actually trying to say, no, we are not doing this. We still want our companies to grow. So so the investment fear, it shouldn't be there. So Beijing, China's government tried Thursday to quell the investors' fears about tighter control on internet companies that caused share prices to plunge, saying Beijing, regulators are reviewing data security in accordance with the law with the aim of preventing national security risks, said Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang. The Chinese internet stocks tumbled in New York, Hong Kong after ride-hailing service Didi was ordered to stop signing up new users while it overhauled its handling of customer information. Chinese policy of opening up and supporting development of internet platforms remains unchanged, so they still want the development of these Chinese companies. Wang told reporters, he said Beijing will continue to encourage relevant enterprises to develop global markets and strengthen international exchanges and cooperation. Chinese leaders encourage internet use for businesses and education, but are tightening control as industry giants including Alibaba, Tencent expand in finance, healthcare, and other sensitive areas. So that's what is happening, guys. You can't have these companies taking over healthcare, finance, e-commerce, like everything. Like, come on, like, like that's just like taking over the world. And we all know government always wants control. Like, no matter if it's U.S., wherever it is, the government always wants control. So there has to be some kind of regulation on how big you can get, where you're gonna go, how you're gonna get there. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me, do you think the CCP you think Biden's acting like the CCP now? Or do you think this is going to like a shitstorm? Like this is going to go to a very, very far end and kill all these companies, right? So, and you got to remember too, if I am thinking, say the worst case scenario in my brain, the worst case scenario is Biden or whoever says, okay, Alibaba can't trade on the U.S. stock exchange. Can't you just switch your U.S. Stocks into Hong Kong Alibaba? Like, what's stopping you from doing that? Like, you can do that before all of that goes down, or if anything happens, right? You can just call your bank or whatever, or your investment management, and say that you want to switch your ADR shares into shares in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange with Baba, JD, DD, PDD, whatever you have. So that's why I don't see that risk being so bad as everyone's saying, because you can still own their shares in Hong Kong, right? Or am I crazy? Tell me what you guys think, guys. Leave a like, comment, tell me everything, leave your messages. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, and I'm gone. Peace.